Welcome back, everybody, to Scorpion and Dragon M.P.T. This is your host, Piscean Lore, and today we're doing something a little bit different. And depending on how the video does, I can do more reviews like this in the future for you if you like, or I might just stop here. It's all up to you. But what I want to do, I've been watching a lot of nostalgic videos lately, a lot of in the 80s type stuff, in the 70s type stuff, and it's got me like, and every day I come home and I look at my shelf, and it's full of 80s action figures and whatnot. So I figured, why not give you a review of something that, you may not be completely aware of or know that it exists or whatever. So my first episode, I want to do a review on Jackalman. Jackalman from the Thundercats. His arms still work for the most part. He had a back in the day, he came with a club and a spear gun. That's what he had in the cartoon. He was released in 1985 along with the show. He is one of the earliest toys in my collection. He was one of the villains of the show Thundercats. He was ally of the mutants along with Monkeyin and Slithe. Monkeyin was, of course, a monkey, and Slithe was like a lizard humanoid type of creature. He was very, very vicious. But Jackalman you would consider to be like the least of the trio, but he was still very, very utilized in the team. Throughout the show, Jackalman would do all the things like all the snide, all the slippery things, you know what I mean? He's even gone as far as to like been a betrayer of the mutants and Mum-Ra himself. Mum-Ra being the main villain of Thundercats. He doesn't have a lot of points of articulation. All he can move are his legs. He cannot bend his ankles. He cannot bend his knees. He cannot open and close his hands. His hands have like a molded grip to hold the club and whatever weapons he came with. He can't bend his elbows. He can turn his head. You got to be careful because he's old. He's old, but it does turn. Yeah, man, Jackalman. The texture, you can feel like the textured fur on his back. It definitely has a feel to it. It's very well made for hard plastic. Green fur underwear, which is kind of odd. I always thought the separation of his the coloration separation. I always thought that was super interesting as a child, looking at the make and the mold of the toy. And this dude is ripped. Can you count these abs? Count those abs. 2, 4, 6, 8. But then he got them wing abs though. Look at them wings, dude. Is ripped, right? Like, he is ripped, bro. He is ripped. But that is Jackalman from the Thundercats. Thundercats. Oh! That's and like I say, I still got him from all the way back in the 80s. He still works. He's still in very good condition. You know what I mean? Very good. I mean, he even stands on his own. Trust me, nothing is supporting him. He stands on his own. But that's going to wrap it up for my review of Jackalman. Unless you want to, in further ones, if you want to hear more about the character himself, I can read you bios and personality traits, and I can read you all that kind of stuff if you like. But for now, let's see how this does. Send me a comment. I got plenty of stuff on the shelf, man. I even got Lionel from that time. Now, if you want to see Lionel next episode, let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm your host, Piscean Lore, and this is Scorpion and Dragon M.P.T. And this is Piscean's Toys.